Hello and welcome to yet another great episode of Voice It with me, Winnie Kabintie. If you're new here, this is the platform where we empower the youth in media and information literacy so that you can be active citizens. We are currently running a great edition dubbed the Young Kenyan Leader Edition that seeks to give a spotlight to some of the most outstanding youth leaders in Kenya. Last week we hosted a great conversation with a wildlife and biodiversity specialist. In case you missed it, you can watch it on this link that will share up here. Today we go to the world of sports and we get to meet one of the most outstanding chess masters in Kenya. He's just been listed among Forbes Top 30, Under 30, and I'm so excited. He's also an awardee of the Top 35 Under 35 Youth Awards, and I'm so happy. I can't wait to have this conversation. So come with me and let's meet James Mwangi. Thank you once again for joining us. So as promised, I'm here with Mr. Chess Master himself. And actually, one of the things that I didn't tell you earlier is that today I have a twist on the show and I actually have a guest anchor. As I mentioned earlier, I know nothing much about chess. So my guest anchor today is someone who understands chess better than I do, and so he'll be having a conversation with James as well to understand some of the technical aspects of chess. But for now, let's get to hear from James, get to learn his stories, why he started what he started, the chess business, and where he is right now. So thank you so much, James, for joining us.
Thank you.
It's such an honor to host you.
I'm honored to be here.
So let's start with your recent highlights.
Yes.
Forbes Top 30 Under 30. How do you feel about that?
My reaching here, my becoming top 35 under 35, or my becoming Forbes Africa Achiever, my having a successful chess club from School of Chess, and all through working with the Chess Kenya and World Chess, and through other opportunities with Africa Chess Confederation. All that has been a year after year activity. It has been growth that has been there. And your journey should also start somewhere. You might use benchmarks that I have set or somebody else has set, your mentor has set, but with whatever journey you aim at, start small and definitely you will reach the highest level you aim. Have your determination and stay focused. You'll definitely achieve it.
So there you have it, guys, and as I promised, we get to have my co-host have a chat with James.
So what I was thinking was, is chess really a young person's game? Is it that you're just so much more mentally agile as a young man or young woman compared with an older man like me? That to play it really well, you have to be younger. You'll lose your powers as you get older. Is that just a misconception on my part? Is it my move? I've forgotten. What did I just castled?
Yes, internet.
Oh, sorry. Right, it's my move.
For chess is a sport that can be played with anyone at whatever age. So it's a sport that embraces all genders, both male and female, all ages. It's a sport that actually helps whichever person, whoever will be playing, to become a better individual, to have a better mental fortitude. So younger players tend to have more focus and concentration. They're still young and they're able to invest more time in it, unlike the older generation. However, depending with the interest and how much practice an individual does, you can definitely become a good player.
But you're a master chess player, that's what it says, and quite rightly. So to be a grandmaster, is that the sort of something you could aspire to, or should that be something it's more likely when you aspire to it when you're 11?
Now, like even in Kenya is looking for an international master and a grandmaster. Definitely the national team, both the juniors and the seniors, or the coaches with the teams are working towards getting those titles. However, I believe that for Kenya to actually achieve those titles, the younger generation has a better chance because they are having a better time span. They have less distractions within the activities. They only need to know how to focus between and balance the academic and the sport as chess at this particular time. Not that the older generation cannot attain the international master or grandmaster title. It's only that I tend to believe that the upcoming generation can do better, and the only thing we need is the structure, because with a good structure we can actually get an international master or a grandmaster at age 10 or even younger.
In your opinion, would the structure be more through the schools? Right?
Yes.
In addition to what you're doing, but it's through the schools, isn't it?
Yes, actually that's the reason why, like most of my initiatives, I started my initiatives as community in schools, and it's through that I was able to start impacting change to the juniors and actually to the youth. I have seen most of those juniors from the locality, from the rural areas, and just from areas people will tend to say that they wouldn't have the talent or they wouldn't go far, become national champions and actually even Africa champions. So it means we can actually have talent, because I have seen kids who will not have really learned or known that they have the talent in chess, prospering and actually becoming way good players.
Is the game on the increase in Kenya?
Before COVID, we had a number of activities that were happening. Chess in Schools program had started, and it was picking up very well. So post-COVID, we actually have resumed as well, and that's what we are trying to do. There are other counties that have not yet been reached out to, or we have other schools in the rural areas that definitely we would plan to reach out in future.
Do you think young people seeing series like The Queen's Gambit and the film The Coldest Game, has that inspired people, do you think?
Yes.
Is it being seen much in Kenya?
A movie like The Queen's Gambit definitely became very famous. We believe that through such movies and through showcasing what is happening and how champions are made and what are the activities of a chess player. We have other movies as well that have been there apart from just The Queen's Gambit. We have The Queen of Katwe that was filmed in Uganda.
Right.
And it's such movies that actually showcase that even in Africa and just our neighbor
It's
here,
people
Uganda,
like me who play chess.
Yes, there's that stereotype that it's those who are modernized or those who are the elites who play chess, or chess is for the smart. There are those stereotypes that if you're not good in academics, you can't perform in chess and all that. Through my trainings, I've actually seen kids who might not be really academically gifted, but actually they have been able to become champions even in Kenya and even do very well in other continental events. So I believe provided an individual has the interest, and for the juniors more so it will go back to the parents, trying to also sensitize that their kids actually join sports, whichever sport, and for this case chess is a better sport for the mental fortitude and even building them in
It can be afforded as well.
Yes, it's
Doesn't
affordable
need a great setup cost.
Yeah, because the only thing you need is the chessboard, and you can play it from anywhere. You put it on a table, you can put it on the floor, wherever, provided you're comfortable. Learn how to play the moves and what are the tactics, the tricks that you need to do. And who knows, you might be the next champion, or your child might actually be the next champion.
I was discussing with Kenyan friends not so long ago. We were coming up with ideas where men and women, girls and boys can compete on the same level.
Sure.
Because sometimes other sports are about physicality, like rugby.
Yes.
For example, football.
True.
And the one we came up with was chess.
Exactly. Sure.
So I would have thought that's a good opportunity. Or are there a lot of females playing chess in Kenya as well? Is that a growing area?
Currently, definitely I will say we have more male or more boys playing chess than the female. I believe it's also a scenario that is happening all over the world in most of the countries. Maybe there might be a few countries that have been able to break that type of
That
situation,
stereotype
that
as well.
stereotype
Yes.
that chess is more of male than a female type. However, chess is one of the sports that any gender, any person can actually play. In my trainings, I don't segregate who plays at what point. I normally train both the boys and girls at the same time, and that actually has helped me see the girls also becoming champions in their own categories, and actually even doing very well, apart just from chess, even in any other area that they're doing. Chess, just like any other benefit that I said, it builds the mental fortitude. It makes an individual have the better critical thinking and problem-solving skills and all that.
Sort of physical training for the brain, isn't it?
Yes, so it's more like a physical training for the brain, and it makes the individual actually be more open-minded and be ready to face life, because in life we have various challenges, we have various issues that we'll be tackling, and I have seen that it has made the most of the players, and even the female players do very well. I'm hopeful that champions are going to come later, and the juniors and even the ladies team, they have a great chance to actually even prove that they are worth the investment, they are worth the training. Who knows, it might be their talent, and just give them the opportunity.
Do you play other board games? There are other board games that you're fond of?
Yes, I play other board games.
Which are?
I play Scrabble, and I also a little bit work towards with juniors in things like spelling bee.
Yes.
So these are things that have proved that a child can actually be multi-talented, and it's all about the structure. Again, as I said, most of these juniors or these kids only need to be given the opportunity to be able to train and actually showcase what they can do, and given the chance, they can actually go far. Yes.
You're going to finish me off now. I've moved my pawn. My finger is off the pawn. Or had I castled? Sorry, I'd castled. I do apologise. Well, I must get my concentration going there. So you were coming to be very nasty like that.
But you have a decent game.
Well, it's not to your level, but I do enjoy it. Now you see, now you're being nasty. Okay, let me see you do your worst.
With such skill, definitely you can
could build on that.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and also please remember to subscribe.
Thank you.